The co-founders of a trans support group in Florida say that a Publix supermarket refused to put a message on a cake that they asked for. It was admittedly a controversial statement. It was trans people deserve joy. They didn't want to put it on the cake. Instead, they had a compromise from the bakery manager. They offered to put the last 3 words on and then give the customer enough icing that they could add the word trans. So you can see the cake here with people deserve joy. They just didn't want to have to move their hands in a swoopy fashion so that the word trans appears in icing. That was a bridge too far. They also, by the way, didn't want to put Black Lives Matter on a cake either. Anyway, we can put up, as we discuss, a statement from Yasmin Flasterstein, who talked about the experience. Publix, by the way, has since come out and said that, please message us, we'll gladly make the cake. So it has risen to the level where like the corporate overlords have responded. But look, this is not the first cake-related controversy that America has gone through when it comes to the culture war. I feel like trans people deserve joy is the most benign statement possible. How could you possibly have a problem with it? But I don't know, do you disagree? What do you think?
It's just like, wow, what a martyr complex you have if you seem like this is, it is assailing you to say that a certain type of person deserves joy. Like, oh my God, dude, this is not the battle you think it is. This is just like, this is not saying trans people deserve to pee on your face. Like, it's not that. It's trans people deserve.
Let's be very clear, it's not that.
It's definitely not that. It's not trans people deserve all your money. No, it's just like they deserve joy because they're people. And at the end of the day, you can say politics aside, everybody deserves joy in their life.
Yeah.
Unless they've like murdered someone, I hope they find peace. But saying that putting trans people like essentially, I would assume on the same level as like serial killers is an insane statement made by 100%. Someone who works at Publix. And as we all know, at Publix, shopping's supposed to be a pleasure.
Yeah, and often is, in my experience.
They give you recipes.
Look, it's
our holiday salt shakers or Publix salt shakers. They're little pilgrims.
We've moved beyond my knowledge of Publix, but anyway, trans people deserve joy is not controversial. You shouldn't have a problem with it. My God, how much of an individual problem do you have to have with trans people to refuse to put the swoopy letters on a stupid cake? I guess I'm happy that they sold them a cake at all. Considering that was the request. But by the way,
listen, people need cake. People need cake. I'm not gonna stop that from happening. I hate to break it to you, dude.
More than ever.
They already agree that trans people deserve joy because this cake is obviously going to trans people and cakes are joy.
That's true. And by the way, you have in the past had bigots who will argue, I don't like your slogan because it excludes. How dare you say Black Lives Matter? Why not all lives matter? But in this particular case, you cannot make that case because every message that has ever been written on a cake has been exclusionary. Or otherwise, when I come in and say, I want happy birthday, Cindy, you should refuse and say happy birthday to all. I wouldn't want to exclude. That's what cakes are. They're for like one person, maybe 2. Honestly, maybe a baseball team.
That's just right. No, it is your birthday is the way to get around that. It is your birthday.
It is your birthday.
Don't celebrate it. It's so funny. It's so funny just picturing this person holding the bag and being like, I can't do it. Like I get, there's like this weird Jewish thing where you're not supposed to write certain, depending on how orthodox you are, you're not supposed to write God. And then on something that can be thrown away. So you do like G-D. It's like, I get it, but like, this is not that either. I think both of those things are ridiculous, but
everyone is entitled to their own traditions. But if you're not allowed to write G-O-D, writing G/D is the same exact thing because you're just using characters to represent meaning. and you've chosen different characters, but that's what it means, so that's what it is. God is not cosmically God. We just say that it is. Anyway,
I get it.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, and I think they're also entitled to a delicious Publix cake.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.